Station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Overview Radio bring you Overview Podcast with your boy Joey. It's a very special episode today, man. I'm with Boss Lady. She's back in the building. Hearts and Zedi. You get it? You're like, Hearts and Zedi. Hi, my lady.
Is there something I should know about you, Joey?
Yeah, man. It's a very special episode with Agatha Atlholang. Chief Ghost is behind the lens as always.
Chief Ghost is the motherfucking name. Central is where the boys from, and Overview is what I represent, dog. We outside by Remojek's Jimmy.
Yeah.
The ass city.
It's looking honey, man. It's looking honey.
Yeah, it's looking perfect, dog.
Yeah, man. Boss Lady, it's been a while.
How long? Was it last year this year?
No, this year.
That
You're
we
like
shot?
where you were sitting on the Cycad or Kgosi mouth.
Ke very short
Yeah.
Len saba we.
No, ba go saba we.
Bananyana ke
Ba go saba.
Na litsi ba go lolona.
Yeah, Boss Lady, say something to the people. Like, it's been a while.
It's been a while, guys. Very, very happy, honestly, to be back. It's been a minute, and here we are today, and I hope that we will deliver, as we always deliver. Gompieno re bua mental health. It's May.
Yeah.
It's the month of Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're out here to have a conversation around such a topic, which is important. Re bua ka botsogo jwa maikutlo a rona, dikakanyo gore mme gone re shapo re le Batswana kana re kalitse.
Yeah, and it suits very well why we recording this episode here in the gym. Nerijima earlier on, Boss Lady unza anjimi sa 2 minutes.
Dog, you're fat.
They're like, no, I mean, as you know, fitness is part of things still or like you need to do in order to combat, not to combat, but to improve your mental wellness and
your mental health.
Exactly. Yeah. So Harlin Ting Hari Mojek Gym, the best gym in the country. This one is located in CBD. There is one in Molapo Crossing, Pakalani, Village, and
I think those are the ones.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Koji West.
But
yeah.
I think Ileachwal or something like that.
Yes, guys. It's the best gym in the country. Check them out. Membership prices are there on Jack's gym pages. So that you see them. Boss Lady,
yes.
Why in the regime today? Why were we supposed to gym earlier on today before we do this episode?
Well, first and foremost, it's a holiday.
Yeah.
It's a holiday.
Yeah.
So holiday rest. This is the best time to train.
Yeah.
Burn more calories in winter than you would in summer. So today we decided, okay, let's get that dopamine rush before we come on to the pod.
Yeah. Why should one or people come to Jack's gym? Like, why should I?
It's an amazing gym. It's an amazing gym. What I love about Jack's gym, so it's convenient. Also, you've got a vast number of trainers by they can help you out. And the friendly staff members will be more than happy to help you out. The equipment is hot, everything. They've just renovated Kakwano. I think this one is my favorite. But also, functional training, so,
like the balcony.
You remember the last time when I named Margaret? Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. As you mentioned earlier on, this is a special episode.
Yes.
It's an episode based on mental health.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do an episode based on mental health? Besides the fact that May is a month for mental health, why is mental health that important to consider?
It's very important to have this conversation because mental health. Mental health. Me ala tsena mo Facebook ya ba kaletse. Re tswa mo dikgang tse di baya ke ba gato ba nyalane ke ba gato ba anong.
Yeah.
They've broken up.
Yeah.
People are killing themselves.
Yeah.
So much is happening right now, and nobody wants to have these conversations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very important for us to have conversations around mental health. Right now, Joey, last year, really at 132 out of 143 countries, more the happiness report. This year, report that they release every March. This year, 137. We've dropped by 5 spots. And this is a concern, you know, and people seem to just be out here. Right, okay, who we were watching my chema guys, mananeo. But what is happening with the people? Bonaba to harbanela nchema chema. Abato zama do ne batama ba hwanwa because babata go hodisa di depression etsa bone. Let's have that conversation. Harbanela dio tse ya ka dintsana ba sa bolo go nna mo taleng e kana ba ntse bana ba eme. All of a sudden, we're giving them all these things. What steps and what measures have we put in place? Tse di supang tota gore motswano ha re monela di tse a wa go di dirisa sente kana wa ba tota a tshamikisa madia. So these are the questions you should be asking yourselves as a country. Batswana are very impressionable. So kwasa re impressionable. Kore sengwe le sengwe la se taela ga go nke go addressa di issue. Men are not doing well in this country, Ghana. Do you know that? And
Tell
we're
me
not,
about it.
Yeah, right now we've got another situation. Yeah, a soldier. Girlfriend.
Those ones, yeah. Hey, those ones didn't.
We've got, exactly. We're seeing a culture, yeah, the baby mama. Boys are splitting from their girlfriends,
like
which means this is the breakdown of the family. And nobody's having this conversation. Bana barona, bayubi bamaloba, banza baroha muruti.
Yeah.
No one is saying anything about these things.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a joke. Botswana is one big joke right now. And then you sit down and you wonder, kante katela kai kantelon. Harintse hana. Kore sengwe di kantse di serious hela. Ha ke itse gore a batho ba tsaela gore somehow, some way, we're going to have this vision 2030. This issue, World Health Organization, in 2030, we will have a pandemic, mental health crisis across the board, everywhere, worldwide. What has Botswana put in place? 2036, Joey, prosperity for all Botswana. Illegal wellness. Illegal well-being. We've got issues. We've already had this conversation. Minister of Health and Wellness, HIV, tops. Most of them, is entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are we not having these conversations? More the radio stationing. It's a more overview.
Are you saying that mental health is neglected in the country?
It is very much neglected. And you can see, we've got another case, Yako Airport Junction. Nigga comes through, stabs people. And it's manifesting itself. Apparently, this thing it happened a week ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So, we have a crisis. And it's like, you know, this is a typical Botswana thing. So this thing then extends to mo di officing, mo di kolong. Very, very soon. What are we addressing, Kanti? Ra addressa madi le thokola madi. Madi a gato go ira sepe ha motswana sa tsoga a to tshamikisiwa. Which part didn't she get? Do you get what I mean? So for me as a coach, coach I can see we are headed for a crash, Joey. The country is going to collapse, Ghana. Wait. By a thin thread.
Yeah.
Hey, this boat is sinking, dog.
My mental health ke responsibility ya gamang.
Has it responsibility ya goromente?
Eh.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
Ke responsibility ya gago as an individual. And o simolla kae? Go simolla ko lapeng.
Yeah.
Go simolla ko lapeng. Yaanong wena ha ile gore o ko lapeng yana. You are not even coming from a proper nuclear family. Ha gona ntate, ha gona mama. You have a mom who's taking care of you, trying to make ends meet, out there in her masculine, coming back, ira ha o roba attention o le ngwana wa go khadimola. You think you're going to grow up sente go no? You think you're going to have proper mental health as a kid?
So are you saying that mental health begins from parenting?
It starts from the home to
Parenting.
Parenting.
So it's a typical charity begins at home thing.
Straight. E simolla ko lapeng o ruta ngwana gore a itseele boikarabelo mo maikutong. That is why grown men cannot handle their emotions. Aba itala ba jalwa difro, ba bola difro.
Yeah.
Nigga, are you mad? Are you crazy? What kind of man are you? Killing yourself for a woman?
Yeah.
You have a purpose in life. There's somewhere where you need to go. Rona ra go toka ha mo setšhabeng gore o to etelle batho pele. Wena wa ka ntse kuku.
Okay, boss
O
lady,
ipolaela kuku.
tell me. Okay, how does those incidents that you mentioned our online behavior, our behaviors come lapeng mo di relationship mo manyalong hela yalo. How do they lead back to mental health? Quite like to someone who doesn't know, because mental health, like it sounds like a cliche, like you say, because it sounds like a cliche to some point, and to some people it sounds like rocket science.
Yeah.
How does our behavior, our ill behavior, lead back to mental health?
Kana kera o semolla ko lapeng akere. Ha o sna no tswa ko lapeng jo utsana kae ko sgela. Ko sgela ha ile ro kopana le bana ba ileng gore le bone ba mo setapong e tshwanang le gago. Le di social ilia ka le di social iliana. Dikakanyo tsa lona maikutlo a lona le the way le conductang ka teng. Ga go to go nna senta kere. Yes, le ka tswa le pasa, le ka tswa le dira senta gongwe mo sekolong here and there, but le gompieno yana look at the results tsa ko dikolong. There's a decline in terms of pass rate tsa bana. You know that, right? Hey, we all know this.
Yeah, every year on a lady.
A decline.
Yeah.
Why aren't we questioning this? So what are we producing? We're ibile re setse re hukuditse net entry level like re ya gore ngwana o ka tsena wa go bala kana ke bo form 1 kana ke re setse re dama down. So the average Motswana kid o tswa mo sekolong is actually quite dumb. And then wa go motsenya mo UB is going to become dumber. Oboma ha allowance. Then wa go tsena into the organization abana the dumbest. Because right now in organizations, they have a challenge. Ya gore bana ba graduate mo UB. They're not employee material. They're not employee material. And I know this because I coach batho ba ileng gore ba bata go rutwa leadership gore ba kgone go manage bana ba sente ba ba rute. It is not an employer's job to teach you how to be an employee. That is the job of university. So we've got these two kids, Boneba. So really what we are saying is, look at how uncultured the average UB student is right now. So we are breeding uncivilized graduates. Now, if you ask a question right now, what is the purpose of UB? The purpose of UB is for you to be able to think. There should be a distinct difference between you, Lene. Social media. You are studying law.
Yeah, like the online behavior says
Who
otherwise.
is failing who here? Are you failing the system or is the system failing you? Who's having this conversation? You can see what mental health. So now we have this graduate into the office. Like, what are you people doing?
Ba ipona though kana o kana ke yone kganya gore they are not healthy mentally.
Yeah, bana ba hela ko ba tswang teng go a bonala gore ga gona le dilo tse ileng gore ga ba di rutiwa le yone society ya nong ye ba nna mo go yone ye itebetseng ye sa tseyeng ope to task ya nong le tsong go trendisa e supa di like for dio tse di sa nnang sente ra yang bana ba e ba ra ere ke di hero. Ma bana ba to bona ditiro ba. How can you get cancelled only 24 weeks? Ga to ke 23 kana 23 kana 20 ma.
Who's there?
Ke ra gone gore gompieno ana if you do that kind of stuff you are UB. The average UB student ona ngwa deal guy.
Hey, 18 till 24.
Whatever
23,
it is.
22.
23, 22.
Yeah.
How do you get cancelled at 22, 23? Now you can cancel at 40, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, like let's go back to the home now. I get it.
Hey.
Kana gompieno, we are the parents. I get rona. It's too late to blame our parents now because
Yes.
we are damn adults now. I get it. So yeah, no, I like to believe that you're talking to us, basadi ba gompieno, like the current parents and all
Yes.
that. Re go di se bana yang gore ba tle ba nne mentally stable. Like what kind of an environment should we prepare for bana kwa lapeng? Like what kind of an environment is ideal for how go godisa ngwana, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, or 4 whatsoever?
Your generation is going to need life coaches in order to teach you how to be a parent. Because first of all, you don't know what it means to be a parent. If you knew what it meant to be a parent, you would not have had that child out of wedlock in the very beginning. Because you would know, hore, ngwana o tlhoka rragwe le mmagwe. But since we are here, re ha ke re, le tota le tshwantse gore le rutwe gore botsadi ke eng? Ga le itse gore botsadi ke eng? Because ga le selo ko le bone sente gore gate mogolo o itshwara ya. Re na le batsadi ba batona ba tsena mo maranyaneng ba ba ipeteka. O bo ipotsa gore gate le aspire go nna yalo ke gone boitshwaro jwa teng. So you're going to need life coaches. Tshwanetse le di counselang le lona gape ntse le.
What is a life coach, Agatha Atlholang?
A life
Because
coach
to
is-
some people, like it
Eh.
sounds like rocket science. Like,
Yeah.
Life coach.
A life coach
What's
is
that?
somebody o go rutang botshelo, gore dilo, the rules of life, the principles of life, cause and effect. How dira yana ditamorago ke itse. How le motho o tshwantse re o itshware yana. Our parents kana rona bogologolo, they were literally life coaches.
Ne ke re ke a go botsa gore,
Eh.
isn't that a role of a parent?
It's not happening today. That's why we're getting paid to do that. Can you believe that? The
Yeah.
irony.
Yeah.
Do you know how ridiculous that is?
Yeah.
Hey, but here we are, lo and behold, at least
Yeah.
a way of making income. But it's so sad to be teaching a 32-year-old, 33, 34, 35-year-old botshelo.
Who are the parents now, boss lady? Barona, like who are the parents, Baron?
Who are
Like
you?
who are the grandparents?
No,
now?
ke rona.
Yeah, like who are the
No,
grandparents?
ke rona.
Yeah.
Ke rona.
So
And
like
we have
your generation.
failed you.
Yeah.
But you see, that's why I'm not a parent, because I was smart enough to
Yeah.
recognize when I can't bring a baby in this kind of environment
Yeah.
and man the fort. When I'm a man, I don't get to choose what I do. I make a little girl or a little boy. My little boy was going to suffer here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
so
it.
The country's a mess, dog. The country's a mess. But back to your question. Ya gore,
The mic. Yeah.
back to your question.
Like
Ya
how
gore,
well on. Yeah.
okay, back to the question. Ya gore, ra go dira ya.
Yeah.
Ipateleng di life coach, dog. Ipateleng di life coach, tshwanetse le nna le di trendi sa mo maranyaneng.
Yeah.
Hey, because, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, this
Yeah.
is what it is. Kana batswana ke gore, ba tsa sengwe le sengwe la ito wa bona. And they are going to regret. They are starting to regret. You can see. Lenyalo gompieno ana ga isa thola ile sepe jodi.
No, that's true.
Eh.
That's true. I mean, it's quite surprising how some of us jitters do. Like we can be at a club
Eh.
and then we tikela parale a married woman. You get it? But ha re go la gore like ne re itse gore a married woman, like you would hardly find them at a club. Le majita le bone do
Exactly.
like even married men do like
Eh.
they do stuff saying gore ha re go la. It wasn't
It could that
usual
could
for a
never-
married man to do
exactly.
that. So malatinga, you know, like it's like lenyalo ha se sepe.
Lenyalo
You
ga
get
se
it?
sepela
Eh.
gompieno yana. Wa itse gore it's like how people will say to me, I laugh all the time. Chief Ghosti. Niggas be out here saying, "Leretsa ya mosadi o sa nyalwa." Ke re, nigga, ke ithusitse ka se ka nyalwa mo Botswana. Ke ithusitse nako tse nka bekelela sello sa
What are you
mmanyo.
saying about?
No, the
Lenyalo la mo
marriage is
Botswana, yeah.
lenyalo la Botswana ha se lenyalo. Ga se lenyalo. Zoom. Ha se lenyalo.
Yeah.
Because batho ba teng ga se batho sente. They're not conscious. They're not self-aware. They are kore Botswana are not being socialized to be husbands and wives. They are being socialized to be baddies
Yeah.
and fuckboys. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Hey, and pretty boys. They know nothing about Lelwapa. What do they know about a home? What do they know about a home? They're out here on social. How about the one lenyalo la Botswana ga se lenyalo o bo bona batho ba le mo maranyane? How do you take your marriage to maranyane? That's a sacred thing, dog. That is an institution created by God himself. You
Yeah.
want to come here, let's make a mantwane ka lenyalo. Get out of here, man. Get out of here in your marriages. Get out of here in your marriages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, batswana ga ba thompe lenyalo, Joey. And this thing breaks my heart because in marriage, that's where you find your not even yourself, because you have to come in only an entity. That's where you find your purpose. That's where you find your legacy. That's where you find your money. Where are you gonna get? You guys, la go swala mo lehumeng generation ya lona. Mark my words, you guys are gonna die poor.
How does go faila ga manyalo go back to mental health?
Relationships are a big part of your thought process. If your relationship is a nascente, where now can nascente? I get a little le na le defraud ya lapis. Defraud na di la ba lapis. I get.
Yeah.
Eh, and how does that affect you? Totally toilet mo di bedroom mo le depressed team. Le re la re la ipolam, le re li ipolaela basadi, le re li ipolaela bannam. Social wellness ya lona ga ya nna sente.
One law firm, like one doing this research. One law firm in Gaborone. They deal with around 23 to 25 divorce cases every day on a daily, Monday to Friday.
Give me those stats
That's
again.
like 23 to 25
That's a
divorce
broken
cases
home.
every day.
So we've
That's
got
25, 50, 100, 125 in a week.
so that means we have on average we have
250 2 weeks.
okay,
500 in a month.
right.
One law firm.
So that is one law firm mo Botswana, I get.
Yeah.
So in essence, we've got 500 broken homes
Yeah.
every month. So we are creating, let's say on average, those homes dina le bana ba le kae? Let's say 2.
Yeah, true.
So probability ya gore a le one a ska tsa go mo sente e ko godimo. So in essence, we've got how many social ills that we are creating? Mo malapeng a 500,000.
1,000.
Ko re bona hela ka batswana ba itshenyetsa malwapa, ba itshenyetsa bana. And we do you know when we have these conversations, people will sit down and hear what you are not saying. Ko re ga ba kgone go tsaya responsibility ya go lemoga gore go ha ba itshenyetsa lehatsi. Ba itshenyetsa lehatsi.
Yeah.
So this is exactly where we're going as a society.
Statistics shows that men are the most depressed. Apparently, on average, worldwide, on average, 100 men kill themselves every day.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yes.
Why are men mentally unstable? Why are men the most depressed?
First, if you look at it, the biggest problem that men have is who is raising them. Di toga hela gore most of these men, mo Botswana ke re ra itse gore 83.8% of the births se leng gore ne di le teng ka 2019 ke single parents. So most of these men do not have leadership mo lapeng.
What do you mean by leadership?
Monna.
Monna.
Monna o tshwana le ene o ka mo rutang gore maikuto re rile e simolola kae mental health mo lapeng e ruta boy child gore ke mang as a man. So ga ona so seo. So already wa shorta in your masculinity. A re simolole ho. Then ebe gota tekatekano. Gota feminism. Feminism e be re tsaya mo di office. Re lorna re khona go tsena ebe gote hang basadi di tshono. Which is not a problem, but you can't empower one gender and remove the rights and take away the rights of another gender.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
now, the very man that you are telling gore inne mongwe motho o
Yeah.
mo tsetse ditsompelo o mo tsetse sengwe le sengwe so yaanong ga a bereke o thola the whole day a le mo shaking ba tshameka snooker kana ba tshameka snooker hela. That's what they do the whole day.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah, le Sunday
morobalo,
Sunday
kotenyana, Sunday soccer,
Yeah.
tsone dio tseo. So now you have boys loitering around Botswana, right? These are the same boys ba e leng gore ka moso ba ra o re chema chem kana o ba ra o re mananeo or something bone basimane bone ba o re wa ba empowera o ba empowera yang we see o ba thasele happy leha mo thaloganyong wa bona gore ba ha kae mo mindseteng e ta ro ba nela 1 meter a tota project e ta wela kana wa ba to reka di Range Rover ra ngwana motswana kana ngwana motswana ene o lwetswe mo staff. He likes staff because he feels he's more of a person. He or she feels that they're more of a human being when they accumulate stuff.
And like it's part of mental illness.
Hey, so now this is what's happening. You've got a little boy who's still a boy but is a man. So you have that's why my that's why Agatha Atlholang ha bua le basadi. Monna ba yema ba re ke roga basadi. Nigga, what?
Wait, boss lady, let us try to balance this.
No, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Let me take you back a bit. Let us try to balance this a bit. You keep on saying that the government is trying to empower people.
They are empowering people, Baba Seyong.
Hey, like you keep on saying that the government is trying to empower people, whereas mental health for the same people is not in good condition.
Exactly.
What are you saying? Are you saying that everything should be halted? Focus on mental health thing.
No, I am saying
let's
come
balance
up
that.
with procedure. Put that into consideration. You can't. The thing is, people are not looking at the root. Our government has got one problem. It looks at everything from this is why in the last episode, if you are going to take 1 meter, because she's been in this thing for over 20 years. So you've got these kids, they're coming with bright ideas. They don't know anything about money. I mean,
so like in short, you're saying that mind you, kana go ha re lebellwa ke mongwe le mongwe setšhaba sotlhe se lebeletse the young, the old, the wise, the dumb, everyone. So re tshwanetse go tlhatswa di-point tsa rona. You get it? So like what you're basically saying is that there should be a balance.
There should be a balance.
Not that you're saying it's tshwanetse go hold tiwa or whatsoever.
The government of Botswana must start involving psychologists in these things
There should be a balance.
There should be a balance.
Gona ana balance eo ga e.
Ga eyo Joey, ga eyo. And by the time we will have wasted time and money. And then we want to then go back and then say, okay, let's fix it. Where's the money going to come from? I agree, we've already used it.
Let's give a typical scenario. I'm a child, I'm 6 years old, I'm studying standard 1. I get standard 1 wherever go get anything. I get school setting mainly responsible mainly for my academic excellence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how do we balance my journey academics with mental health? In place. At school or at home.
Root gote ikage motswana iare ikage rights ikage maitso ikage monana. That is what ikage motswana is saying. It is saying aga motswana o mo aga kae o mo aga go kerekeng o mo aga go sekolong o mo aga go lapeng o mo aga go tirong o mo aga go dipolotiking aga motswana gongwe le gongwe motswana ga ka ke you don't stop growing ga ke a re heditse you be o botsela re that's it ka gore ya nong o bone jo bonyana you stop growing. And that's the problem ya Batswana. Once ba tsa dipura tsa bonetse they stop growing. That's why right now there's this quote that I love so much. Intellectuals are the ones who created the problems. You have these big minds by PhD, lead masters, but look at where the country is. Not only that, the big minds and the really smart minds, Europe, my brother. Brain what do you call it? When the smart minds leave the country. Google brain drain, something like that.
Fact checker.
So that's exactly what's happening here. You see? So you have to put these programs everywhere.
At home, at school, as a standard one.
Because
Go nne le subject that
Go nne le subject. Kore
or a
there's a way.
program.
You've got to bring the psychologists and the life coaches
Into
together.
school.
Le batho ba culture. Batho ba e leng gore basadi bagolo le banna bagolo, batsadi, Kgosi, and come up with a program. Then we wouldn't have these problems. Brain drain.
Yeah,
That's
brain
the
drain.
word. Yes.
Yeah.
You see? So we need these programs everywhere. Motswana ga ke a change hela overnight go te change. That's not how the mind works. You get?
Yeah.
So we've got to put programs in place. Tse e leng gore di aga Motswana. And if you don't do that, you're going to get chaos. And we're headed for chaos.
From school, let's go to the church now.
Yes.
Right?
Go kereke.
Hey, I get like that's where we are taught about God.
Yes.
Right? The creator and all that. How?
Wa kereke ngwana, o tsena kereke wena.
No, ke a eta. Well, actually, I go to church, guys. Ke mo UCCSA yo motona. Ke mo lontona. Right?
Bless your mother's soul for taking you to church, my boy.
Thank you
She's
so
a
much,
good
boss
woman.
lady. Thank you so much.
woman.
I really don't know how to ask this question, hey? But I want to include God in it and church in it at the
Yes,
same time.
yes.
You get it?
Ragi wa
Help
yang
me,
go kereke.
help me to ask that question and then away answer.
So what is the purpose of church? Kana o bona bo fire. O bona bo fire.
What is the purpose of church in relation to mental health?
O bona bo fire.
Yeah.
Bo fire ba tswa go thakathakanya dilo.
How so?
The church was the one that was really supposed to do what? Integrate the individual. The church acted like a psychologist. What does that mean? The church wanted the human to understand that he's a spiritual being. And when his spirit, the spirit hasn't taken over. What's going to take over is your ego. So everybody has what? An ego. The side of you, the evil side of you. Kana is the devil. They don't have the devil in them, the ego.
Yeah.
That's what is referred as the devil, psychology.
Matimon.
So the ego.
What's the chong ate ke matimon?
That's you see how complicated it is. Basic.
Yeah.
Now we don't know what is what.
Yeah.
So the church.
Out!
Exorcist. So, the church's role was actually for your mental health. Because your mental health, if your level of consciousness is heightened, your level of self-awareness is heightened, there's a way that you are going to act. Anyone who is out of purpose, is going to be destructive, not only to themselves, but to society at large. The job of church was to integrate the individual and bring out the spirit man in him or her. The spirit man that would be in connection with the Holy Spirit, which was going to lead you into bigger and better things. Bona ka ba kaila kaila mo. Bona ka ba sheleketa mo. They're not in touch with their maker. Bathola mo di Facebook mo. Indians are prospering, coming from India with nothing, coming here. They are in touch with their God, Allah. So what is the mental health issues in India?
No, like not that I'm aware of.
Hey, not that they don't go through challenges,
Yeah.
but these people, they pray to their God. And this is something that Botswana should learn from. These people are integrated and they're doing the most. They don't have children who are running around with older men, married men, baba yisa ko bojobeke, baba yisa ko kai ko kai. So their mental health is intact because of their spirituality and how they are in touch with their maker. When as a Christian child, ore your religion is the best and this is why people don't want to go to church anymore. Christianity. They're just like heathens. Hey, they act the same. They are baby mamas. They are divorcees. The church has no men in it. It has driven away the men. Because it is not doing what? Let me tell you something. There is a gentleman called Louis Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan. You must follow that old man. He's a black Muslim man. Or I'm not saying you must change your religion. This is not what it's about. That man, to an extent, there was another interview where one of his mentees was being interviewed by two Christian boys. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Go kerekeng kwa. Yama Muslim, go mosque. And you know he always
Something
says
of that sort,
he
yeah.
always says this. You have to separate the men and the women. The women have to be taught by the leaders, Baba Sadi. The men have to be taught by the men. There comes a time when you bring these people together. But the lesson is,
It makes sense though. I get it.
We used
God
to have
blesses the
that.
men and then bless Musadi through the men. Yeah, it makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, lona ha letsana mo kereke mo le ntse ha malatsing a ibile ba ntsha mabele ba di kore morutu a modimo a bona a rele sega yana o tsamaya lebile mabele hela mabele and nobody's khalemela motho o ta apere stepezane a ntse kana nyana o bo ipotsa gore ga tere di kereke ntswenetse na la ra hatha ba gaetso.
So are you saying that you started off saying fire churches?
That is what is happening in our fire churches. I've been to these churches, Ghana. That's why I can't know where I am. I want to Bible, dog.
So are you saying the fire churches?
How many books are in the Bible, dog?
Like I've read 7
There
so
are
far.
66 books in the Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible is separated into how many parts?
2 parts.
Yes. The fire churches. Yes,
Yeah.
Papa.
Are you saying that the fire church
Eh.
is problematic currently?
It's problematic in that it has strayed from the message, the true message of the Bible. That's why I read the Bible.
Yeah.
The message today, the church has turned God into a Santa Claus, like a genie. Ke motho o tang ka di trinkets nyana. That man, in the mighty name of Jesus, pray for your car, pray for your... Ibile, they sound like Nigerians. They're not even coming in their authenticity, habarera. You see? Because they've got this influence. Monna Motswana is not coming as himself to come and lead the people. That is what we need in the church. We need leaders. We don't need people who are going to tell the congregation what it needs to hear. The church has lost its way. And it must find itself again.
Are you saying that it's swaying away
What it's swaying,
Mental
it
health.
has swayed away.
mental health?
Exactly. And that was the one place you could go to. This is why you will have a drug addict. An epiphany. This is what happened to Paul the Apostle on his way to Damascus. Lo and behold, came a
Saulo
light.
mporisetsa.
Yes. And what happened? An
Yeah.
epiphany came. And then he became Paul the Apostle.
Hey, from Saul. How does knowing God improve my mental health?
It improves your mental health because where the spirit comes out, the body and the mind and the thoughts flourish. And then comes purpose. And in your purpose, knowing why you are here, what you are here to do, it inspires you to live better, to be better. It gives you self-esteem. It grows you. It makes you a person wabuling. who people look up to, want to listen to. All these things you are dreaming about as men, you'll never get that. You have lost yourselves.
As a pastor, does a pastor have any role in terms of improving mental health, Abat?
Yes, I can Tomo. You can't bestow something on yourself kana ore uta worra you are a pastor. Na kere wa re bolelela ra go retse. So wa ria lwa kere, so we take it. So you are the one who's supposed to be leading the people. Now the thing is, I then ask myself, how well versed are you with the psyche of the human being for you to say you can transform the human being? You know, there's a lot of psychology in the Bible, right? People, the way they look, they read the Bible, they read it from a place of lack, not the way that it is. Baruta se bone, se ba gratify, and that speaks to their trauma. They're not reading the Bible as it is in the message. They want to create things. And this is why the church is lost. You know what I used to do every time? Every time in so now I'm a very interesting one. When I used to go to church, nekisarate praise and worship. I don't like hello, sister. I don't like those things. Because people are not authentic. So I used to go in there. Hello, sister. By that time, Motateng hates your guts. By that time, and I'm not saying everybody's like that, but you get it. You're smart enough to get what I'm saying. So now, hey, stop laughing, dog. Right? So I used to go there to hear the word.
Yeah, I can hear.
Smiley.
Yeah.
Happy clappy. So, you know.
But let's go.
Yeah, but you know what? I would stay for that moment, right? And I would listen to that word. Then after that, I would go back home in the evening. Do you want to styling?
Why didn't you enjoy praise and worship though?
I don't know. It has never done anything for me. I don't want to lie to you.
So like you don't enjoy praising and worshiping God?
I don't do that. I don't do any of that. There are times when I can listen to music. Kind of people think praise and worship. You praise and worship God through your actions. The praise and worship. Lift up holy hands. What? That is not all praise and worship.
No, like let's say, okay, fine. On your own, how do you praise and worship God?
I praise and worship God through my actions.
Through your
the
actions.
way I live my life. Which is a life people can see the light in me.
So you don't enjoy praise and worshiping God and fellowshipping?
No, I don't. I've outgrown that. I've actually outgrown those things. That's why I don't go.
But was there a point whereby you enjoyed
what
that?
I enjoy is when I'm cleaning and I'm listening to gospel music.
No, I mean, like, was there a point where
there was never
you
a
enjoyed
point.
praising and worshiping
the
God and
answer is
fellowshipping?
No, I don't like that. Because my level of understanding, they don't, it's going to sound as if I'm arrogant. I don't relate with that. And that's who I am. I enjoy when I'm cleaning, and listening
Do you enjoy
to the
fellowshipping?
music. What is fellowshipping? Talking about what? What is fellowshipping?
About God or whatsoever?
Okay, what are you going to talk about God? Do you know God? Who is God?
No, I get like that's where you guys get to educate yourselves about God. Like
The
that's
way
what fellowshipping
people
is, I get.
believe is very different. Like I did a lot of, there's a point where I was a lot into this Calvinistic movement.
What's that?
It's too much to talk about right now.
No, like in short.
No, Calvinists
In
have a
short.
very different way of looking at things. They feel their theology is more on God has created like this. Everything is predestined. Go setse go na le batho ba e leng gore ba ya di-healing le ba ba yang go heaven. So they already know who they are. So there's no room go change batho or things like that. That's why it's a big thing. It's too huge to talk about it right now.
Okay.
So for me, I like to be on my own and I like to take things in. Ha ke rate di group because di group di ntiela go akanya. Ebile ha ke tsena mo groupung, ke rata go tsena mo groupung e le mo leveling yaka. Wa tlhaloganya gore nna kana I study Joey. I sit and I read. I'm not an idiot kana. God has given me bothale jwa gore ke kgone go tlhaloganya dilo. Wa bona. And I feel like people go to church to go and be told what to do instead of seeking. Go tile seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
And the rest should fall.
You must seek. You must not sit there the whole day and listen to your pastor hela bua all the time. Pastor ha ka go bitsa gompieno a ba re dira sermon. Ke eng o palelwa ke go tsaya sermon? You understand? So it's like people are just vampires. They're sucking from the minister, but they're not learning. They're not ga ba dirisi dio tse gore ga ke tlhaloganye gore go iragala mo kerekeng, but it's not my cup of tea.
How does that
and it's
affect
okay.
one's mental health?
Exactly that way. Gore, you are not transforming. Gonna remember the Bible says, teach yourself, learn, and you shall be renewed by the word. So if you're not sitting down and learning and asking questions, only mentors, any different, there is wisdom in a colossal amount of counselors. Proverbs speaks about that. So I don't know how we are learning. How we but mental health issues. Because there's also this thing, what is it called, Joey? They oppress each other, these people, Ghana. There's a lot of oppression going on in the church. There's a lot of emotional instability. I've even coached people who are Christians, Ghana. Wait.
Are you saying that the church is a mentally unstable environment? Or it breeds a mind, like it doesn't...
No, this is what you need to understand. It is not the church, it is the people. I keep telling you this, Kiri.
I get like it's the people that make up the church.
Say the people, don't say the church. Mind your language. Because if you're going to say...
on Bosley, like church malating is not
but let's...
So I'm going back to your point about the church.
People have lost their way. The church in terms of people have lost their way. The church has never lost its way. The Bible has never lost its way, and it will never lose its way. It will still remain even when you are dead. So the people are the one who are the problem. The desires are too many. The wickedness is too much. The covetousness is too much. The jealousy is too much. Everybody wants what another man has. You cannot covet what somebody else has. Have a connection with God. Let God teach you who you are in Christ so that you can go.
Okay, what if I'm not a Christian?
Yeah.
I'm an African traditional believer.
Yeah. That is still your way. At the end of the day, all these things, when you look at it, anthropology teaches us, there is a level of spirituality in every race, every group, ethnicity, group of people.
Yeah.
So, there's spirituality everywhere. And another thing that Botswana haven't, well, black people in general, because I love to watch South African podcasters. Le bo maponga ba re bolella all the time gore re itatile. You are also an African. Ghana, you are three things, right? You are a prehistoric being. Excuse me. Number one, as cavemen. Two, you are a cultural being. Whatever it is. Umubira, and all those things. Umusara, Umumbukushu.
Yeah.
And you are a modern day being. Now, once you take these three elements, you stand a chance of messing with your mental health. So you need to find all these three things as a human being.
Yeah.
Hey, as a man, you need to know the element that's a gore go na le eng mo go wena so o tshwanetse gore o se nosetse ha o le mosadi o tshwanetse gore o tlhaloganye gore o hilwe eng
Like in terms of femininity and
in terms of
masculinity.
femininity,
Okay.
in terms of
Masculinity.
masculinity, who are you as this person? The reason why mental health is an issue. Hape o itse gore ke itela ke lapiso ya keng. Mo Botswana batho ba batla go bua ka mental health ka sekgwanyana. It's not even relatable to Batswana. That's why Batswana o itela o kare ga bana sepe le go ya for body psychology boeng. Because our biggest problem as Batswana is this. Ra tsewa re isiwa ko mahatsheng go a go tsena sekolo. Ebe re kry-a di-PhD tse tsothetse ebe re taka blueprint yone eo kwano ga re ne hatshe ebe re lebelela gore okay how do we talk to Motswana gore a kgone go reetsa kana one of the reasons why people listen a lot to what I say is because ke bua Setswana ebile ke relate le Motswana ka botshelo jwa gagwe jwa mannete madi a tsene Hey, God bless our president. Amatari. Hey, oh my the gents.
Mokgokolosi. Yeah.
You know, it's
So like he drives the message.
He drives the message
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Love or hate my sissy dog. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, the man has got the people.
Yeah. Very deep about the church, huh? And God.
But mental health,
Can I be mentally fit? Ke sa ikitse?
How can you mentally fit? Because without knowing yourself, you're going to fall for anything. And once you fall for anything, there comes a point you can no longer keep up, which is going to mess with your psyche.
Can I be mentally fit? Ke sa itse Modimo. Modimo, not necessarily religious, but Modimo wa ya ka o no.
Ha ke ise ko ke- nna ke itse hela hore ka bontsi batho ba e leng gore ba hella ba na le mathata, they have separated themselves from a higher force.
Like from the supreme being.
That is what I've noticed as a life coach. That's why enough for me. La ha batho ba nte ba yana ba tseela gore a ke re gata gore go to mo Kriste ga to ska rogana ke rona ga traro gana gata re buisente
Yeah.
me batho a teng ba na le go lebala gore we are very much in touch with our spirituality and with a being bigger. You don't see boss lady parading on the socials as a tswala. You don't see boss lady go to banna ba ira whatever they want ka ene. You don't see those things. There's a way that I carry myself because I know whose I am. I am the creators and I know why I am here. That is why now for me, you can't touch me, Joey, no matter what happens. Ella. So really at the end of the day, if you're not in touch with your creator, how ka kwa itse gore o mang, o wa ga mang, o tetse mo lehatsheng.
Yeah, let's move on to mental health and relationships now. Relationships that affect friendships, like romantical relationships, manyalo, yeah, including marriages and all that, right? As you said earlier on, there are so many broken homes now.
Kanti Joey,
Oh, yeah,
ta ke go botse.
yeah.
Ha le spenda the whole weekend kana ke weekend le trendy sa unananyano ga teman sethunya le the partner le ira eng kante
No, wait, ke tla tla ko. Can I, like, can we,
Eh.
yeah, can we cue it?
eh
Yeah, relationships now.
Eh.
Like you mentioned earlier on,
eh
there are so many broken homes. Baby mamas and baby daddies back all the times, right? That's the culture that we see gompieno, right? Right? Like as a life coach, do you agree?
yes
Right? And then relationships don't work.
yes
Whether go na le ngwana kana ga gona ngwana.
Yes.
Like it doesn't, like they
Yes.
don't last. 3 manyalo ha bere.
yes
Go a kgaogangwa.
go a kgaogangwa.
But at the same time, hona le tse leng gore a ke tshwarang ka re di a bereka kana di tsaya lebaka be di a go thuba ga go pele kana go iragalang. I don't know, but how and why is mental health important in relationships in depth now? And why should, like, I get mentally unstable, how am I going to affect my relationship?
That is an element on the wellness wheel called social wellness. Social wellness speaks to interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
What your relationships mean to you. Okay? Are they adding to you? Are they taking away from you? Are you growing because of these people that you have surrounded yourself with
Does this
Or-
include family and friendships?
Family and friendships,
Okay.
the people around you.
Okay.
Okay. What boundaries are you
Work
setting?
as well, like colleagues as well. Yeah.
Wa bona. So social wellness ya rona ga e ke a nna sentle ha e le gore rona in our individual spaces ga ra nna sentle. Ha o le Joey, you are not in touch with a higher power. Whatever it is that you believe in.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be integrated when o le motho as a man or as a woman? Wa go itse yang gore o tshwantse re o ireng mo botshelong gore o tetseng. Then wa go itse yang gore o tshwantse re o thophe mang. O e leng gore a ke re la re basadi ga ba le support. Your girlfriends are not supporting you, this, that, and the other. By that time, you are choosing wrong wena ka wena because kwena o sa ikitseng. Ebile o sa itseng gore ga to o batla go ya kae. So when you are in touch with yourself and you are centered, you are integrated, and you know who you are going to choose somebody who aligns with your values, with how you believe, with how you see the world, and with where you want to take yourself and a family, presumably, in the so now, if you are going to choose somebody who eleng gore wena le ene di value tsa lona ga di align. Go a go nna yang kante. A ke re gona gore le nne le loggerheads le nne le nna le kgothang. Kgothang e hela e dira yang jo. E hela e go affecta mowa wa gago. So ha isna nna e affecta mowa wa gago yana go iragala ya. You start having thoughts tsa go ipolaya, you start feeling gore wena di wa ga di bereke, you start feeling gore wena o loilwe. All these funny things. And all the while, you're creating all of this doom in your mind.
Are you saying that's why relationships and marriages don't work out?
They don't work because the people who go into, you have no business going into a marriage or going into a relationship before you know who you are. I guess that's the purpose of singleness. To grow yourself, to add to yourself, to be in line, gore o nne aligned as a human being. So that when you add people into your equation, you add people who are also aligned to vision. I get it. So how are you going to be okay mentally if you are not aligned?
In black and white, why are relationships and marriages not working out? In black and white.
No, but because I just explained it, Joey, because people don't know who they are.
Because people don't know who they are.
Batho ga ba itshetela, ga ba itse re ke bo mang. Sale ke ba botsa potso tse bogologolo ke re o mang.
What are the what's the process of quickly like in short? How do I get to know gore ke mang as a person?
We do that at life coaching. We try to help you to find your life's purpose. We try to help you to integrate yourself. Psychologists have a role in that as well, in terms of your trauma, removing your trauma, because your trauma can make you think you are who you are when you are not that person. Church is there to integrate you as well. Your pastor, Mamuruti, they're there to help you become an integrated soul in terms of your spiritual growth. So you have all these people that are out there that nobody really pays much attention to, and that's why we are where we are. Your family is supposed to help you out, but because you know, so really, at 18 years old, you're already legal mo Botswana. By 21, you should know so go out there, find people, find mentors, find people. It's really not that complicated. Victim mentality. A lot of them, they don't like to come out of this victimhood. Depression is real. You know, they like this thing because more in our it's not culture, but you know, instead of just this is the issue. I mean, I've buried 2 parents, dog. You can't teach me about suffering. I've been made to go viral. You can't teach me about suffering and struggle. I'm still here, nigga. I've been depressed. I was 36. I was diagnosed in India with depression. I'm still standing. I'm here. So if I can be the person that I am, what more way now le motho am warre? I can get to leadership. Ow, mona ba tanta ro ga iswa ke ngwana mosetsana ne mona. Guys, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can you know that if I do that, I'll the GBV?
Try it, nigga. You'll break your wrist.
No, I'll the GBV. I'll the GBV. I'll the GBV. You get it?
But do you know what I mean? I think it's high time.
But you see, like like some sort of liberty or a privilege.
Women do have privilege.
Yeah,
We are privileged. And it's our right because
Yeah.
God gave us that privilege.
You see?
So don't try to be us because
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
So I think for me, as men, you niggas, you just need to grow up, man. You need to just grow up and wake up because everything is against you. You have nothing, and your legacies are at stake. You've got children who are looking at you. Who are they going to become if not you? Woman, forget about basadi or basadi bare, basadi ba le kokonta, basadi bare. Be your brother's keeper, nigga.
Who's the world made for between the two genders?
This world was made for men.
For men.
For men, dog.
So the man is supposed to take care of everything in this world.
The man is supposed to take care with the help of the woman. The man can't even take care of the world. Look at how the world is right now.
Yeah. Are men taking care of themselves now?
Men are not taking care of themselves. They've given up. They've checked out. The weight gain. You know, our men they don't care anymore. You know, it's just a certain amount of men.
What is a man, boss lady?
One, you've got to understand that a man is not, he's not born.
Yeah.
A man is made and built. A man goes through, to become a man, you have to be built. You've got to be made into a man. How? Through challenges.
Can I, Oscar Leba?
Eh.
Does it apply to women as well?
Same thing with women.
Okay, yeah, carry on. Challenges?
Challenges are what kills the little boy in you and brings out the man in you. So the moment you try to kill yourself because you're going through a challenge, you are killing the man in you, the potential man in you. A man has traits: leadership, kingship, warriorship.
So a man is supposed to overcome, back to
A
challenges.
man is supposed to overcome. A man has to be motoa or rise unto the occasion.
If you don't overcome, does it mean that you're not a man enough? Or like you're not man enough?
You're not allowing yourself to transcend into a man and to evolve into a man.
Yeah.
You know, a man takes the punches, dog. It is what it is. And you can't be sitting here thinking, Olela, ore galetse we sente. That is part of who he was the world. Because God knew where you could take the punches, nigga. Take the punches. We are taking the punches every day as Bobo's lady. I take them every day. Dude, kana wisori king, think about it. And I'll always take it back to me, Joey. Okay? My post that went viral had 11,000 comments, I think.
Yeah.
I was the most trashed person.
Never really.
Ne ke ba retse ke a re-
No, I mean, Bone, like, what are the names that they were calling you, the insults and all that?
I don't want to repeat them.
Okay.
I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is, that's something that a lot of you guys should actually draw from. And just the way you can think a thing. I don't bow down, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're going in, let's go in. And that is male energy. Because as a woman, I have masculinity in me. And that is what gets women going as well. Women are out here crying. Ke ba ra ke re, develop the man in you. O le se go bua gore wena wa abuswa ke batho ko tirong. What do you mean wa abuswa ke batho? Life has challenges. And that is how God created it. That is why Jesus, we la on the cross. That was to show you gore botshelo ga bo motho. In this world you will have suffering.
Yeah.
But you can withstand. So as a man, Joey, You should be able to stand.
Yeah.
And if you can't stand, find men who stood and learn from them and imitate them. It's not about you not having a father. It's about you finding leadership around, not even around. Mentors are everywhere. Batang batho ba e leng gore ba ka le ruta gore ga go te monna go tewa eng.
What is a woman?
A woman is nurture. A woman is teaching. A woman is intuition. A woman is wisdom. A woman is care. A woman is mpipe. That is a woman. But a woman ke go tshola kana, wait.
Do we have masculine men and feminine women anymore? Well, they are there obviously, but kerahela like in averagely, like would you say
Do we have what?
masculine men and feminine women anymore?
We have a shortage. We
Yeah.
have a shortage. It's not like habao. Listen,
Yeah.
when we have these conversations, please also understand that we're not talking about the exceptions to the rule. We're talking about what is happening right now. Wa bona re kry-a.
Ha go tloele go te 0-0.
Ha go tele go te 0-0. Re dule re la gore go na le 20% kana 30%, but we are here to address 70% of what's not going right. We're not here to have conversations about things that are going right. Leave those things alone. We're here to address hard issues. So we do have masculine men, we do have feminine men. There are Botswana men and women out there who are doing amazing things with their lives. And we are not tapping into them as a society. And most of them are doing amazing things. And we are losing. Because you are not teachable. Halena a teachable spirit, Batswana. Oto bone di comment tsa episode. Kore they will always prove my point. Oto ba bone ba bua di rubbish.
Does me as Joey Badubi Junior Kalapotsani Vorfa Mohankara yeah, does me knowing my manhood improves my mental health?
It does, because it means that all the 4 parts of your psyche, or the parts of you, the different parts of you, are integrated. They've been transcended, therefore you become whole in your psyche.
Does you as Agatha Atlholang knowing your womanhood or your femininity improves your mental health?
Absolutely.
So, like, are you saying that for our mental health to improve, we need to know
Absolutely.
as gender by that particular
A
time?
huge chunk of, listen, I'm not trying to be a doctor here or a psychologist. That is not my forte. But a huge chunk of what's happening right now in terms of mental health, ke gore hela Motswana ga ikitse. O na le this issue ya gore o struggle go nna ene e le ngwana Motswana le modernization. Dio tse di a clash ga itse go di integrate. Yaanong o hella a itata. So ha itata yana wa thakathakana mo dikakanyong mo moweng mo tlhaloganyong. So because ga ikitse ga itshetela o sweiwa ke sengwe le sengwe o tsewa ke pheho, and then at the end of the day o nna Motswana yo a leng ene gompieno o sa itshetelang o sa ikitseng o sa ikagang.
Does the message that you preach fall into right hearts, ears, and places? Like, do you see results in whatever that you teach? Like, because for me, I don't see much life coaches around. I only know 2 personally. I know you, and then I know BF Rams as well.
Yeah.
Besides you guys, I really don't know. But when you and I are very close,
Yeah.
I know that you educate every day.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you, Hore, does whatever that you teach fall into receiving ears, places, and hearts? Do you see any?
Right. You know the parable of the sower? The sower?
Yeah.
Right.
Like where, yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, be it your parents, be it a politician, be it an adult, whoever is educating at the time. Their job is not to be concerned with, is the education doing something? No, your job is to put the seed out there. It will fall where it needs to fall, and it will grow where it needs to grow, and it will die where it needs to die. So for me, I don't care about followers. I can sepeka di follower. All I know is that I need to say what needs to be said because God has given me the courage. Ke thomo ya me, and this is why I'm the only one who does it the way that I do it, and that is the only job that I have right now. When I die and I see my maker, my issue is not did it become something. My issue is
When all is said and done.
When all is said and done, God is going to ask me, that I put into your heart. That's enough for me. With my clients are amazing. I see the results and they inspire me to continue doing my job and being cancelled as many times as Batswana want to cancel me.
Yeah.
But you are stuck with me, okay? That's it.
Yeah, guys, as I said, we're shooting this episode in Jack's Gym, CBD. As we're out here, the people are out there exercising. There's a beautiful lady there cleaning, as the people are here. There's a guy at the receptionist there. Like at the reception, I meant to say, there are other guys who are doing their stuff. Kotla say, there's us working, Chief Ghost is behind the lens. Leseri's out there doing her stuff and all that. We at work.
Yes.
Okay. Mental health at work.
Mental health at work.
Yeah. As we work right now.
Right. Mental health is very important ko tirong. Me ga go ka ke go nna le mental health ko tirong. Go sena mental health ko lapeng because ga re itse go disassociate.
Yeah.
One thing that makgwa are very good at, ba kgona go lwa mo lapeng ba tikana ka di teaspoon me ha ba tsena ko tirong, it's work.
Yeah.
Ba le ba batho sente rona ga re kgone go dira go mo sharp. Why? Because we are a community based people.
Yeah, we're running out of time. Yeah.
We are a community based we run we ke eng gone
Oh yeah, we have 3 minutes.
So
Yeah.
but really what it is I would say to Batswana kere ithokomele mo malapeng so that ha le tsena mo ditirong le ha gona le dikgothang la di solve ga le blame each other ko tirong, because when you look at corporate, I often say to the ladies that I coach go corporate kere the men and the women who I coach ba corporate ke ba ra kere le tshwere economy ya Botswana guys. So tontokwane ga ithokagale mo spanning because you are the people that we are relying on gore le nne productive madi a tsene mo di company GDP ye go godimo. So we need to put structures in place as well in the offices. But
Mental health in relation to service delivery.
what do you think, Joey?
I'm asking you. You are the
No,
life
think
coach.
about it. Think about it. Life coaching is also about asking questions. What do
Yeah.
you think? Give us something. What do you think?
I think mental health affects service delivery
Uh-huh.
because how say in your very good state of mind, you're not going to deliver whatsoever at work. You get it?
Or Arabil? Am I trying to mind fuck you?
Boss
You're
lady?
a good boy, you know.
Thank you so much.
You're a
Boss
good
lady.
boy. Your
Thank
mama
you.
should be proud of you.
So,
you know?
lady. Already it's a lady.
You're
Yeah?
a good boy.
Well-
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Chief Ghost.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Fella.
Yeah,
I'm
the
proud
whole
of
team.
the whole team.
Flazer.
Oh, this young man, Ozzy.
Ozzy F. Teddy, the best rapper in Africa.
I need to have a chat with that guy.
Bria.
I find him very entertaining. I like to listen to some of his chats with you.
Yeah.
He's
he always
he's
says-
interesting.
Drugs are not the problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem that leads you to drugs.
Yeah.
Like you need to
Deal
combat
with that.
problem first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
That's
can-
only when you can get off drugs.
100%.
Like you agree with that?
I agree with that because not only that, I get go tsaya ditagi kana ke element ya gore you are struggling to deal with that thing.
Yeah.
So you find a way out
Yeah.
to ease that discomfort.
I think we left with 2 minutes now. Rinse re bua mathata a mental health. Quickly, what are the things or activities that one can do to improve their mental health?
Guys,
Ka
go to
bonako
the
nako.
gym.
Yeah.
Go
since
to
we're
the
here.
gym.
The gym.
Surround yourself with people who are going somewhere. Let's say we surround le batho ba e leng gore ga se batho ba sepe.
Yeah.
Hey, surround
They say
yourself.
if you want to see where you'll be in 5 years, show me your friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Read. Batswana ko le
Read.
baleng, bala
Yeah.
dibuka. Travel. Yang kwa ntle le
Travel.
bone gore batho ba bangwe ba tshela yang. Gore
Yeah.
it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Like na gompieno and I need to be planning my next vacation.
Yeah, well, like
Will
to
it
the
be
Bahamas.
Brazil?
or
Will it be
Pandora.
Fiji?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those kind of things. But really, the most important thing is be careful who you are surrounding yourself with.
Your surrounding,
Your mentorship,
fitness,
reading,
reading,
traveling,
traveling,
mentorship.
education.
Yes.
Yeah, mentorship.
Mentorship, yeah.
Yeah. Tshwanetse.
Hey, borre mo go be ba teng. These are adults in our society who are
Yeah.
trying so hard
Yeah.
for bana.
Bo BJB ba teng. No, what do you think of that incident that BJB le la taking that drama to social? Yo, Ibile, I wanted to ask you, Hore, what do you think of, like, earlier on, you talked about our online behavior.
Yeah.
Does it reflect our current status of mental health?
Yes, it does. Yeah, super. Like, kira gore a kompolele.
Like, no bua ka gore sethunya ona trendisiwa,
Eh,
sethunya
stunya o
husband over
trendy sitswe le the
divorce.
husband
Yeah.
la la ki yo le ene
Yeah,
le
le
BJ.
BJB, yeah.
Kana, this is one of the reasons why I'm not on Maranyane. Remember,
Yeah.
people are sending me this thing as a life coach. Banna banta ba re, boss lady, what's your take?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is how
yeah.
I find out because nna ke sale ke toboga batswana bogologolo ke tswa mo Maranyaneng wa bona.
Yeah.
Ke feel like this is a stupid platform. I mean, why are you taking a camera and taking a video of your baby mama and whiling out? What are you trying to teach us? Why also, if your argument is, oh, but how na le a case against your baby mama, mo na le evidence. Have the evidence. Why are you posting it?
Yeah.
Why do we need to see your trash? That's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not supposed. Is that how you are teaching young girls and young men? By further killing the reputation of the person who is already misbehaving, you think that's a solution? Who is the mother of your child? What kind of a leader are you? So, but they're out here whiling out. That's how you ended up with that trash person. So what are you talking about? You're just showing us that you are an idiot.
Our online behavior,
It's exposing you.
to our mental health in general. No, like not me, like not one person, but society.
Society at large.
Online
And
behavior in
online
terms of mental health.
We are endorsing likes. There's a shitstorm up in here.
So in short, our online behavior is a reflection of our mental health. There's a crisis in mental health.
There's a crisis in mental health in Botswana, especially amongst the youth. Youth of Botswana.
Yeah.
Ay, bana ba ga ba nna sentle go teledi.
Yeah.
Ga ba nna sentle. Ebile o itala bang kgato tota ba le ka go nna di psychologist nyana ba ta ka di advice nyana tsa masheleng tse di sa making sense. And you're sitting here and you're thinking, how did we get these kids to this part? Because not gonna always blame the adults. Ba bone ka rona, ke re na ile ba golo ba trendisa, bana bana ba bona gore no go siame go trendisa batho. So they're doing that amongst themselves. Ba rogana amongst themselves. A ke re ba bona ka ba golo. I mean, what are you doing? Ole motho ya la wa office ya la motho ha corporate o busy
They
go
even
trendisa
find
batho.
pleasure in
They find pleasure
like
in
the
this.
downfall of Zabato
Mo di downfall
Baba,
tsa
stuff
batho
like
ba
that.
bangwe.
Yeah, like you said, Situnya and the
Hey,
husband.
I mean, right now, what's happening, Kasutunya and the husband? Nigga, why don't you just mind your own business?
Yeah.
It's not like where now your shit is together.
Yeah.
If we were to go into your home right now, it's a double shit storm.
Boss lady,
It's okay, breathe.
thank you so thank you so much, boss lady. It's always a pleasure having you here, man. We do this thing for the people, you
Yes.
know? Yeah, like the aim is to educate the people, empower them,
Yes.
grow them,
Yes.
develop them, and
Yes.
you're doing such a great job at this, man.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I love being around guys like you, Libo Chief Ghosti. I'm inspired by you guys. You guys inspire me because you could be these young boys out here, but you've taken on the challenge. You
Yeah.
are going to do this in spite of the backlash, in spite of what people say. And let's keep going, my G.
Yeah.
I agree we are winning. So now we are 43 and flourishing.
For-
Ready to George you are money. Some are 4,000.
yeah, knowing God.
Knowing yourself
Yeah,
and knowing why you are here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Being in touch with the Creator.
Be in touch with a higher force so that
Yeah.
you can be in touch with yourself, so that you can be in touch with your society.
And it's such a process, huh? You read it every day.
Which are
You're
again,
like, you read the Word of God every day.
I read the word of God every day. That's
Yeah.
why now I like dog.
Bruh, do you ever see like the messages that I send you at night, like the discoveries?
Epiphany.
You know, like the verses as well. I was like, what? So like they said this in the Bible. Fuck the shit, nigga. And dude, like it's so, like it's amazing how we had this conversation earlier on with Chief Ghost before we went on air.
Yeah.
Of how the Bible is containing of everything.
Tata, you can.
Like the Bible
everything
contains
is there.
everything,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Whatever that I'm going through is there in the Bible. My character is there in the Bible.
Yeah.
Law and everything.
Everything.
Everything is there.
It speaks
Nothing
to
is new under the
everything.
sun.
Nothing is you under the sun. King Solomon said it
Yeah.
in the book of Ecclesiastes. Are, ha gona sepe se se isintseng ne teng, ebile ga gona sepe se se tatang, se se setseng se se yong gompieno.
So ha riana yala.
Botshelo ke leotwana, dog. That's why you should, suck under the bosom of older people.
Hey!
Damn, that was a gem.
Hey!
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
Hallelujah. Tlakela bo ge bareki ba lo kwanela mosepele e bon ka nako. The best and most reliable commercial and industrial equipment supplier or store. Check them out on the socials. Whatever so batlang go se reka batla go neela gym equipment ta we batla le bone ba check bakery butchery whatsoever, man. Ikare Motswana, the podcast is out there. Check it out. Thank you so much, Papa. Anything to add? All right. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time, your presence, your activities around this channel, man. We are growing so much as a channel. Our numbers are crazy. We see the love every day, like we see the results and all that.
Don't
Yo, boss lady, boss lady out here. Thank you so much, guys. And this is how we sound, and baby. We are.